Okay, Elizabeth, I've got you up here, and also got the original, and I've got your illustration, and then I've also got the portrait. So let's take a look at the three side by side, see what we have. Now, I think that um, what you have done here, this is incredible, given the fact that you're just barely starting the project. And I mean, self-admittedly, you said that what did you say? I don't know how, still need a little bit of work. And yeah, you do. We all do. I mean, I think we all do at this point. It's a very, very time-consuming project. So the time allotment is definitely as such that we're all still working hard. So I get that. What I'm saying is that what you've got here is actually a pretty amazing likeness of Johnny Depp. I knew exactly who it was before I even read a word. It was a pretty famous photo, definitely. So once we saw that there was a hat and that mustache, I mean, yeah, sure, it could have been a bunch of different people, but so I think that you've got a really good, solid foundation. Now let's take a look at this right here, and I just want to see the obvious. Okay, I think you did a good job. Now, if you remember what I mentioned, my point in this assignment was to get these things simplified. These shapes right here just won't work unless they're like streamlined, so to speak. And when you do streamline them, it's just a matter of fitting black text into black areas, gray text into gray areas, and light gray text into lighter gray areas. And it's that easy, right? Color by numbers. But what you've done over here is a little bit different. You've basically made an outline drawing, which is fine. That's great. You got the hair, you've got the dark shadows, okay? And you've got the face. Well, the hard lines of the face. So my suggestion from here is that if you look at this and compare it with this and take a look at this. Now, I mean, he has by no means what you call a real chiseled face, but he doesn't have a chubby face by any stretch of the imagination either. So I think this right here is making this look really chubby cheeks. So therefore, we're losing that's Johnny Depp because he's got really, really thin face. So that we need to show, and I'm not gonna, you know what you're doing. I'm not gonna tell you what to do from here because obviously you got your plan. I can tell. I know your tricks. I can see what you're doing. And I think it's going in the right direction. I just really want you to watch a couple of different things. Okay, I want you to watch those blacks. Make sure that your dark areas are dark. How do you tell? Remember from art class, they used to say squint. If you squint, you can see the tones. Well, digitally, we have a better trick, and it's called our zoom tool. And if we zoom out, we can kind of see where the dark tones are starting to fill themselves in that we can't see up close. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like those paintings where it doesn't look like anything up close, but then when you back off, there's definitely a face in there. Same effect. So we can see where you're going black. What you need to do is take that black and make it black. For example, let's take a look at the mustache. The mustache is black. But we're not seeing that here, okay? The little soul patch, we're not seeing it here. This whole contour of the face here, which really defines how thin his face really is, right there and right there. Whoops, right there. And neither of those are depicted here, okay? So once we give this guy a narrow face and really start working on tone, I think you're in. Let's get back over where we need to be because and that definitely that's where I'm thinking that's where this is going to work. Now, I mean, you've got a couple of decisions to make in terms of how are you going to represent these dark areas. I don't think using one word like you have here, Depp, I don't think that's a good rendering of that part of the portrait. I don't think that, see that black right there? I mean, that's all you do is just put type in there and you're going to get that shape. But notice all the other underlying shapes that support that shape. Without those underlying shapes, this can't stand alone, as we can see. Okay? Same with the other eye, the nose as well. We got some definition in the nose that definitely needs to be clarified. Mustache and mouth definitely need to be clarified. But those cheeks, boy, that's where your success is gonna come in. Okay? All right, good job. Thanks. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Thank you.